Well, I didn't realize it was going to dive straight into it. Hello YouTube, my name is Agent Omega, and I do things. Here we are with Another Code Recollection, which is the combination of Trace Memory, aka Another Code, and Another Code R. And was expecting something a little bit more like this. So, Another Code, aka Trace Memory, was a game that came out on the Nintendo DS originally. It was called Trace Memory just in the United States, and it was called Another Code Abroad. And they never released Another Code R on, in the US either. For some reason it skipped us and went, straight to Abroad again. And as I mentioned in my Golden Sun video, I had imported the sequel from like Norway or something and played it on my Wii anyway, but this will be interesting to be able to play it all at once, just on the same system. And one thing that I've already noticed is that there are differences from what I remember of Trace Memory, and I already knew about this, that our localization was for some reason different than even like European English version. So one of the details that I've noticed is that Ashley's birthday is different. In the English release, it was June 28th. And, I don't know, that was just notable to me because that's also my birthday. But anyway, enough nattering. We're going to get into this. The thing that I really liked about this game in particular was that... Oh, I should have checked out the options. Well, whatever, we're playing this in English. So, one of the things that I remember very fondly about this game is that it was almost sort of
Thomas, why?
Father?
Hurry, Ashley, hide. What do you hope to accomplish?
Mommy?
So, it was almost sort of a tech demo on the Nintendo DS when it came out, because it like really pushed the 3D graphics to its limit on that system. It also had a really good soundtrack, it had really good puzzles, and now it's got voice acting, and they've updated the graphics.
If I follow this path, I can get to the mansion. Watch out! What? No going back now. What should I do?
Okay. We are starting in a very different place than I remember. So this could potentially be... Okay, cool, you can check out previous voice lines, that's pretty neat. So either I'm forgetting something that happened in the game. Oh, can you not run? You can't run. Or the game genuinely starts in a different place. Because in the original game, you wake up on a boat, and that's where things start. And it could just be that this is strictly the tutorial? Not sure how I feel about the camera. In the original game, if memory serves, it was like overhead / isometric. And it seems like it's really zooming you in, doing the third person thing. So that's something, you know, just kind of an artistic critique.
That's,
ZR. Okay, I always forget that the triggers are the Z buttons.
Oh.
You'd think I'd remember, well, no. Okay, so that's why it's weird. Because on GameCube, L and R were just proper buttons, if memory serves. Let me double check.
This is the way to the mansion.
Yeah, so you had L and R were the triggers, and then Z was just the one button, I think. And so the fact that they made R into the bumpers instead of the triggers feels weird. Or rather, is something that I've never managed to internalize. Longboard. It's feeling like this is genuinely the tutorial. Slash the opening. Why won't you let me? That's why.
Yeah.
So this is a little... Oh, no. Okay. Maybe like that, please? Is that sufficient?
All right. Now I can get across.
I am still hoping that there are some kind of gimmicky solutions.
What's this?
And I'll talk about them if I get to them. And the puzzle is clearly different for the Switch. Because it would be. I mean, it should be.
Edward. The captain mentioned that name. What?
Oh, they decided to do in media res. This is the opening I remember.
Ashley.
Dad.
Hey. Look alive. We're almost there.
Whoa! So that's Blood Edward Island?
Right you are, miss. That's our destination. Used to get more than 2 visitors at once. Not much call for a ferryman there now. Anyway, your business is your own, of course. But I'm sure curious what calls you out here.
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad. On the boat, the waters were calm. But inside, I felt tossed in a storm. I was so excited, but also lost and angry. I've never felt so torn apart. Who could blame me? I mean, my dad. I always thought he was dead. But he's alive!
Music's getting me a little nostalgic. I think I'm gonna have to, really mull it over though, because like there's something kind of quaint about the synthetic instrumentation that they used on the DS version.
Dad.
But I will also say that I love the art direction. Like it feels consistent with the original
Jessica,
game. Like they got
hey.
the spirit correct.
Oh, good. You're awake. Come feel the breeze. It's nice.
Yeah, nice.
What's wrong? Feeling seasick?
Nah, I'm alright.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. You had the dream again?
Yeah. I don't know why I keep having it. It always ends the same. And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face.
Don't rack your brain too hard. You were so little back then. Besides, you'll see him in person soon. So cheer up.
I guess. Jessica is Dad's little sister. She's all the family I have left. She's raised me since I was little, and on a high school chem teacher's salary. Don't get me wrong, she's been really nice. She always considers what's best for me and helps me out when I need it. Now, though, I don't know. Why did you never tell me Dad was alive? Why have you been lying to me all this time?
I promised your dad.
Promised him what?
It was 11 years ago. Richard showed up one day, holding you. You just turned 3. It was so sudden, I could tell something was wrong. He said, "Look after her. I'll be back for her someday. But until you hear from me again, it's best if you tell her I'm dead."
Why would he say that?
He didn't tell me.
I bet he wanted nothing to do with me after Mom died.
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh,
My brother's a good man. Please trust that he had his reasons. He's not the kind of man who'd abandon his child if there was any other option. I remember the warmth in his eyes as he looked at you. When I saw that, I knew I had to take care of you until he came back home. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I wanted to tell you sooner.
I received a package a few days ago. It didn't say who it was from. But there were two things inside. A letter from Dad, who I thought died when I was 3. And this strange device that looks like a game system. Now here I am, rereading the letter on a boat with my aunt, heading to Blood Edward Island, where my dad is supposed to be waiting. So, what was he like? My dad?
Well, Richard is a brilliant neuroscientist.
Is a neuroscientist? Like, he studied brains?
Yeah, and I bet he made that device he sent you.
Really? He made this? Okay, that's kind of amazing.
But you don't know what it does
exactly
yet.
Did he study?
His focus was on memory.
Memory. Huh.
He worked for a leading neuroscience research center. Talented scientists from all over the world came together there. He met a scientist from Japan, and they fell in love. Before long, they got married.
You're talking about...
Right. Sayoko. She was your mother.
So, Dad sent me this. It says DAS.
DAS? What do you think that stands for?
Dunno. What's his camera icon? Huh. It works. Now, how do I look at the picture I took? Not bad. Could you take one of me next?
Sorry, but no. You're the only one who can use that thing.
What? Why?
I had spent some time fiddling with it after it arrived. Seems like it's keyed to your genetic data using biometrics.
Now, the interesting thing is that in the original game, the device she had was basically a Nintendo DS. So clearly they've updated that for the Switch era. The thing, I don't really remember if the Switch has a camera, so there's some stuff where I'm definitely wondering, like, okay, what's the gimmick going to be in this game? And I'll elaborate more when we get to a place where there used to be a gimmick, at least where I remember there used to be a gimmick. You'll see.
Can you tell me more about Mom?
Sayoko had a powerful mind and an equally powerful will. She had beautiful eyes, too. And that's where you get yours. They look just like hers.
That's not what I mean. I want to hear real stuff.
Like, what?
Just tell me the truth about her. Whatever it is, I can handle it. And I won't be mad. I just want to know about Mom. I always thought Mom died along with Dad. Since it turns out Dad's alive, that means Mom is too, right? Is she on the island with him? You can tell me.
Ashley, that's something you'll have to ask Richard about. You'll get all the answers you're looking for when you meet him.
Great, thanks. Biometrics?
Biometric systems read a person's unique attributes. They can use those unique identifiers as a sort of key. Your DAS seems to have a system like that built in. Meaning it won't work for anyone but you.
Huh. So, it'll only work for me.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're almost there.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. I sincerely doubt a sequel is going to be important, but there's gotta be some reason. It's like put a notification on the Switch, so I guess maybe just look at, yeah, that's what it is. I feel like that's going to be at least somewhat important later. Okay, so how do I run ZR, right? I like autoplay for the voiced stuff, but you know what? It's going to slow me down, because otherwise, like I said in Golden Sun, there's like 1,000% chance I'm going to read faster than anyone else can on screen.
He's not here.
Wasn't someone supposed to meet you here?
Strange. I wonder if something came up. Richard should be here.
I changed my mind. I'm not going.
Ashley.
Why isn't Dad here? He's the one who told me to come to this island. So where is he? What? Is he too busy? I bet he doesn't want to see me after all.
Excuse me? No offense, but I have other passengers today. I'm going back to the mainland in a bit, if that's all right with you.
Yes, that's fine.
Well then, I'll be back by evening to pick you up as planned.
Got it. Thank you. Why don't you wait here? I'll go find your father. I'll be right back.
Your mom looked worried.
Jessica's not my mom.
What is she then? Your sister?
No, Jessica's my aunt. She raised me. My dad bailed. Left me with her. I thought he was dead until I got this letter.
Hold on now.
What?
it's clear you're working through some things right now. And I'm not one to meddle in other people's business. Are you sure you wouldn't rather go off with your aunt?
It doesn't matter.
Buddy system, Ashley. The buddy system.
So long as we're waiting, why don't we have a little chat, hmm?
Sure, but what's there to chat about?
Well, we could talk about this island.
Can we talk about you?
Ask away. I'll answer whatever I can.
No one lives here, right?
Not these days.
So there used to be people here.
They say it was once home to a family of rich folks. But the patriarch got sick and things went from bad to worse.
Why? What happened?
Most of the family died, one right after the next.
How did they die?
Couldn't tell you.
Was it one big tragedy or a bunch of little accidents?
Hold on now. I get that it can be tempting to dig into something like this. But take a lesson from me. Don't go meddling in other people's business. Even if you got to the bottom of it all, what do the dead care? Anyway, the whole thing drove what was left of them away. So now the place is deserted. Some heartless folks started calling it blood-soaked Edward Island. But I guess that doesn't quite roll off the tongue, because now it's just Blood Edward Island.
Well, that explains that. Do you come to this island a lot?
Hardly. It's rare that anyone feels the need to come out this way. Though, I did recently ferry a tall blonde man here.
Wait, really? When was this? What was his name?
Aren't we a nosy one?
I mean, this could be my dad we're talking about.
Sorry, miss, but that's all you're getting out of me. I don't talk about my passengers, and I'll hold firm on that.
Okay. So, how long have you been a captain?
Since well before you were born.
Cool. That long, huh? Why a captain? Was it your childhood dream?
Who can say?
Didn't you ever want to be anything else?
Maybe so. Can't say for sure. It's been quite a while since I've thought about it.
Huh. Is it normal to forget the past as you get older?
Yes.
Nah. You forget what you want to forget.
Also true.
Isn't there anything you want to hold on to?
Of course there is. Your heart keeps all the really precious memories locked away.
The heart remembers, huh?
Right. You might think those important memories are lost. But your heart can always set a course back to them.
All right.
Isn't that your aunt?
Huh? Oh, yeah,
Shouldn't you go?
right. See you later.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try checking out the options because I really want to see if there's better... Yes! Yes! Alright, thank you. I think I want to increase this just a little bit because it's not as snappy as I'd like. Let's try that, maybe... Yeah, I think I'm gonna set both axes to that because that just feels a little bit better. There we go.
Huh?
The real first puzzle.
What the... are you kidding me? Don't tell me it's locked. Yep, just my luck. He left. He actually left me here.
Well, he said he was going
Now
to.
Well, doesn't this suck? Stupid old stool. Why am I just sitting here? I need to hurry and find Jessica. Huh? What's that jingling? Huh? Oh.
Yeah, so unfortunately I can't really be in handheld mode just because, you know, I'm obviously capturing this with a capture card, but this is the kind of gimmick that would have been on the DS. I mean, granted, the original DS didn't have a gyroscope, so you wouldn't have this exactly, but this is the kind of thing that would have been in the original. I would like to pretend that I understood what I was doing with the controller just there, but I kind of just got lucky with the gyroscope just there. I will say that is the remake or, you know, re-recording of one of my favorite pieces of music in there.
What's this key for?
And it's a lot more subtle in this version, but that's okay.
Yes. Jessica must be up ahead. Jessica.
That might be a new feature. I definitely don't remember the DAS. I don't remember if it was still the DAS or if it was just the DS in the original game, but I feel like this is new functionality that they have added, and it's pretty neat. I also don't think I'm going to, like, constantly come back and reread these entries, at least not on camera, just because a lot of this information is going to be presented, like, in-game, I think. But we'll see, we'll play it by ear. Yes, I remember this place. I think the layout might be just a little bit different than it used to be, but I remember this place.
Sure are a lot of old buildings. Must have been a bunch of people here at one point.
Now, I will say, compared to Golden Sun, Trace Memory is a lot shorter of a game, and there may be some replayability. I don't know if I'm going to, because in the original game you had to play the game at least twice, I believe, in order to get the correct ending or get, like, the full ending. And so I don't know if I'm going to be doing that during this Let's Play or if I'm just going to go from the first game directly into the second game. I don't believe there's, like, anything that'll carry over because obviously the Nintendo DS and the Wii were not quite directly compatible with each other. It's not like where if you had some of the GameCube save data, the Wii could at least read that because they use the same memory carts. Nah, the DS was like a completely independent system, at least with regards to the consoles.
That's...
I do think they've changed the layout a little bit. This feels a little more linear. There used to be like a couple of paths, and I think that's part of where the second playthrough came in. Like, I think...
Was that a scream?
What was that?
Jessica! Jessica!
Now, I'm pretty sure... That's where we came up. Alright, I'm gonna run off this way. But I feel like in the DS version, there was some more stuff that you had to do with the mining contraptions. And there might have been like an alternate puzzle to get the gate open. And I feel like There was definitely some reason that you had to play the game twice in order to get the best ending.
What?
It could also be that I'm just misremembering things and the thing that I'm thinking of we're about to do?
If I follow this path, I can get to the mansion.
Whew. I made it.
I'm so glad we didn't have to solve that a second time. Thank you, game, for understanding how in media res should be done.
Huh? Oh.
Is this what I think it is?
Now, these don't have any dates on it or anything like that. I have the feeling the dates are going to be integral to the combination lock on the back just there. And I don't think that's a plot-relevant name. Then again, apparently whoever's grave this is even less plot relevant.
What? Whew. Huh?
Now, I will say that despite my nostalgia and, general belly aching about how the layout and stuff has changed and, there are probably different puzzles and the like, I'm actually kind of excited because of that. I'm looking forward to figuring out what stuff goes in the new places and the like. I am vaguely surprised that none of the Edwards are showing up here, but then again, that could be for reasons that we're not to yet.
Oh.
Now, was I supposed to take the picture before that, or does it not matter? Hold on, let me take a look here.
Huh.
Aha. Okay, so I just have to remember, I think this is the one in the middle, Lawrence Edward. Yes, it has to be. So let's see, the first one has 2 petals, I think the middle one had 4, and then, oh no, the one on the right had 4, I think that's the one that we put the thing, no. The middle one had 4. And then I'll just brute force the one on the right just because I am too lazy to find it. Okay, so oh. Okay, so it's like that, huh? The game's not going to let me try multiple times in quick succession, so... Alright, we won't brute force it, we'll play the game correctly. Now I'm just wondering where I missed it, though. Okay, so we've got 2 vertically, 4 as expected. And I could brute force it, but where is the last piece, please? I just feel incredibly silly because I feel like I've seen everything that there is to see in this graveyard, and yet that definitely means that I am missing the one piece that is necessary.
Huh.
Wait, is that it? Is that the thing? Yes, it is. I just somehow missed that the first time around. Okay, so we have vertical, 4, and then horizontal, yes.
Nice. It's open. Huh? Not going anywhere with this rock in the way. Am I gonna have to move this thing by myself?
Okay, so it's definitely not going to be that. I wonder if I might need to backtrack to get the shovel from the previous area? But I think we are going to call it there. It's been about an hour in the first session, and this seems like a decent place to leave off, actually. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else they've changed in this game. I'm looking forward to the rest of the new puzzles, new layouts, any potential plot differences, partially that may be because the DS version was different in North America versus the European version, maybe because they're just adaptations that are different on the Switch. And while I'm doing this outro, I'm just going to kind of look around to make sure there isn't anything else that I may have missed in this graveyard. And I don't think there is. But please look forward to the next part of this. I think I'm intending to release this on Thursdays. This is just another weird situation where, again, because I got sick and there were just recording issues on the January 19th, that's when it originally came out, I was unable to progress until now. But I think I'm going to be releasing this on Thursdays, so please keep an eye out for this next week. It's, of course, coming out on Friday this week just because I need to edit stuff and there's not a whole lot of time left in the day. But with that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it and have any feedback, of course, leave that down in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel and want to see more of this series, Golden Sun, Minecraft, Space Engineers, yada yada, then click the subscribe button and click that bell to be notified, and I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, everybody.